Hi, I'm Janice from New Zealand, and I went on the Big Five research program on Tanda Reserve in South Africa, which I booked through the Global Work and Travel Company. My trip was 2 weeks long, which was definitely not long enough because it was an amazing experience, and I'm really pleased that I found the Global Work and Travel Company online who were able to help me book this trip. So the people that I've been on, spent my 2 weeks with were amazing. They were great fun and fantastic people to spend and share the new experiences with. When we got to the lodge, we got inducted into the rules around what we needed to do and to make sure that we stayed safe whilst living on the reserve in the lodge. We also got spoken to around all the different types of animals that we were going to see on the reserve and certain characteristics of them to help us identify them on our game reserve drives. So each day we got to go on a couple of game reserve drives where we would be recording data from sightings and interactions with different animals with each other. An exciting experience that we did have was when we came across 3 baby lion cubs with their mother and their father, and they were lounging around in the long grass soaking up the sun. It was very cute to watch them interacting with each other. As we were driving around, we get to see lots and lots of animals, and another exciting time was when we saw a crash of rhinos. There were 7 in the crash, and they were quite a long way away from the truck, but we pulled up and we just watched the rhinos slowly move their way towards us. They haven't got very good eyesight, so they needed to get closer to have a look at us. Fortunately for us, they came so close that we were able to get some amazing close-up shots. Another day we went for a drive. We've been driving for about 2 hours and we hadn't seen anything, and as we were heading back to the lodge we noticed a herd of elephants crossing the road, and they were heading off into the bush to find a watering hole, and we managed to trace them to the watering hole where we got to watch them playing in the water and drinking. Again, some awesome close-up shots. Another great experience, which has really made the trip, was going on a bushwalk where we walked around the reserve, and we had Bianca, who was loaded with a rifle just in case anything got out of control, and we went through lots of the fauna and flora. We were also talking about the different animals and the tracks, how we can identify them. Another exciting experience was the opportunity to go to Mozambique for the weekend. So it was a 3-hour drive up to the border where we crossed over and we caught a taxi. The unique thing about the taxi was that it had to be a 4-wheel drive because there were no tar-sealed roads into town of Ponta de Ora. We went all through the sand roads and got to the village, where we then went swimming with the dolphins, which was an amazing experience. The dolphins were swimming all around us. Unbelievable. So we have so many experiences and fun times on the reserve, and I will just show you around the lodge. This is where we get to stay. Into the grounds, volunteer accommodation, and this is the beautiful scene that we see out of our window while we're enjoying our wonderful meals that keep us well supplied. So fortunately, I was able to find the Global Work and Travel Company online, which was the company that guided me with their experience, guided me to finding this trip of a lifetime. If anyone can join in, go for it.